Okay, we are back. We have Star Wars Legion again. We've upped it though. This is going to be our first ever 800-point full-scale game. So we've added to the previous one. Thanks to everybody who helped us out. We haven't actually played a game since the last one. You know, it's not that easy with the current situation. So we've been focusing on Age of Sigmar, but we've got a day to revisit Legion. So it's Empire against Separatists. Talking through the good guys. So for the Empire, first off, we have an ATST with a long-range comms and the twin light blaster cannon. We have Veers. He says he's got commanding presence. He hasn't. I've just still not took it out of the thing. I'll take that out before we start. This time, we've got Bossk as well. So Bossk is joining us. He loves it in the snow. He's brought some targeting scopes. We've then got an E-Web with an overcharge generator. Another E-Web with an overcharge generator. We've got some snowtroopers with an ion trooper, frag grenades, and targeting scopes. Then we've got some snowtroopers with an astromech droid. Then we've got some troopers again, snowtroopers with a medical droid, an extra snowtrooper, and an ion trooper, plus targeting scopes and frag grenades. And then we've got some snowtroopers with targeting scopes, an ion trooper, an extra snowtrooper, and frag grenades again. Coming in at 799 points. Here's the table. Just a quick shout out to Dark Fantastic Mills for the bony protruderances and the modular fort. We've got an absolute ton of this thing that's available on the website. If you like it, go and give them a look. It's magnetized for your pleasure. Use code Northern Invasion TV for a lovely little discount. So, what we're playing today?
So in the Separatists, we have the army being led by General Grievous, who has endurance, aggressive tactics, strict orders, and his DT-57 Annihilator. We've got a unit of B2 super battle droids with an extra battle droid and the B2 HA trooper. A unit of B1 battle droids with an extra droid and the E60R. Another unit with B1 and E60R. And then a third unit with an extra B1 droid. And then 2 units of Stat Riders, both with command control arrays. And an AAT Trade Federation battle tank with high energy set shells, a linked targeting array, and an OOM series droid pilot.
Excellent. So we are playing today. What have we got? Oh, sorry. What have we got?
So we're playing Breakthrough.
We've drawn it out. We've done our veto in. We've got Breakthrough. So snowtroopers are not going to like this. Basically, to score victory, you get a point for each unit which is within the enemy deployment zone. And it's the Long March, so it's a long way down the table. The snowtroopers and the Empire are going to be down here at this very basic village, having to make their way across the river up towards the fort that's being held. Yeah, that's being held by the Separatists. The river, we've said, is going to be difficult terrain. And everything else is just open, but if it blocks line of sight, it blocks line of sight. It's clear conditions though, so none of that nonsense with not being able to shoot. Right then, we'll be back in a second. Hey. So here we are. First things first, to the people that don't watch our normal battle reports because it's Sigmar, we say thanks to our international viewers. So our most viewing nations outside the UK is the States, Germany and France. Thank you very much. Thank you to the daddy, our patron. He's back. He would not relinquish control. So Adam stays with us before he goes on the wall. And then thanks to our VIPs, we've got a new VIP this month. John Bayliss, welcome. And then we've got the Bazooka, Paul DeDuca. We've got Andrew Stephen, Mark Roberts, Cara Newby, Stephen Ramage, Gary Stephen, Grant Fraser, Thomas Stott and Sean McKechnie. Thank you very much, folks. Not drinking because it's daytime. We'll maybe get another game in after this one and have a beer then. So hope you enjoy it. Again, we're going to try something new. We're going to film this in a similar way that we do our Sigmar battle reports. We don't know if it will work for Legion, but if it doesn't, just let us know. We'll see if we can tweak things. If you like it, let us know, and we'll maybe do some more. So enjoy. Well, we have deployment, so on the line pretty much. As you can see, I've got my E-webs and one unit of troopers on one flank. Up the centre, we've got the ATST with its chaperones with the astromech. Then I've got the medical droids and the big hitters next to Veers. The other big hitters with Bossk on the other flank. I've got to get across the river. Thankfully, I only move one anyway, but Bossk and the ATST, I believe the ATST, we'll check the rule, will be reduced to movement 1. And then I have to get beyond this hill and this turret to score. Equally, the droids have to get to where I just said, over the river past the dragon. These things can just zip over that river, I suppose, if they make it that far.
Yeah, they ignore it.
Yeah, so there we go. We're gonna choose our orders. I think it's pretty much the same for me for turn 1. I think it always goes the same. So, what do we have?
I'm just getting boring. Standing orders.
I'm going with maximum firepower because you're over range 4, so
yeah.
That's when I need to do my shot. Believe that I have to choose I've not read the rule properly yet. I'm going to read it now. I believe I have to choose an opponent operative or commander for Bossk's bounty. There's only one, so if that's the case, it'll be Grievous. Maybe unfortunately for Bossk, but we shall see. So I basically just issue an order to Veers. So Veers gets his order. Where is he? There he is. It's over there. And then everything else is going to get shuffled into my stack. And who are you issuing orders to?
I'm going to issue an order to B2 Super Battle Droids.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, hang on. They don't have no. B1 Battle Droids, rather.
Uh-huh.
Who coordinate B1 Battle Droids, who coordinate B2 Super Battle Droids.
Okay, so what range do you have to be within?
1.
Oh, and I mean for a Grievous to issue an order. Is that
3.
Range 3? Okay.
Yeah, that should be fine.
So they chain coordinate.
Yep.
Happy days. There you go. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
It's just standing orders, it's just 1 unit.
Okay. Right then, so we shall we shall shuffle our stacks and we're gonna come back. We'll come back for any key shots. For the first couple of turns it's probably not gonna be much happening because of range, but we'll see. Okay, so turn 1 is complete. We've all advanced. It's looking a lot closer than I imagined at this stage. The Staps did horrible things. They came across. They've killed 3 out of this unit, so he's... Well, 4, in fact.
Yeah.
He's just down to the Sergeant. Likewise over here.
The tank did some horrible things as well.
The tank did horrible things to that unit. Everybody else has moved forward. The E-Webs moved forward 1, and they waited, basically, standby. And as the Staps came in, they killed this one. And then Veers killed the one that goes with this unit with his maximum firepower. We focused most of our fire on the B2s. We did put 3 suppression on them and kill 1, but they've cleaned up down to 2. Yeah, so we're going to go to the orders phase, and then this is our turn counter. Technical odds.
Round 2.
And then we'll see what's what. So, what are you going with?
Assault.
Oh, and
So
I've
we're
got
both on 3 pips.
coordinated fire. So I choose 3 corpse units, and after a friendly one spends an aim token, another friendly unit at range 1 or 2 can gain an aim token.
Yeah, so I think we need to roll the dice to see who has initiative.
Yeah.
So it'll be...
Don't the blue player roll it? Is that not you? And
yeah.
then if you get paint, it's you, and if you don't, it's me.
Yeah.
We'll do that. So it's
you.
me. Right, so...
So I think you issue your orders first.
Okay. So I'm going to give 1 to the unit with a medic droid, 1 to the fire units that's at full strength, and 1 to this unit here, the single guy, I think. No, I'm going to go 1 to the unit with the astromech.
Okay.
Yourself?
So, I'm going to give an order to this Stap, who will coordinate the other Stap. I'm going to give an order to this unit, they're out of coordinate range. And now for the full bullshit, I'm going to issue an order to Tank, who coordinates an order to them, who coordinates an order to them, who coordinates an order to them.
Right, so...
So I have Grievous.
Grievous in the stack.
In the stack.
Excellent. So, but I get to activate first.
But you get to activate a unit first.
Cool. So there has been action. The stats are gone, but there has been damage done. The ATST has taken 6 wounds from rocket launchers.
B1s toting rocket launchers. Who knew they were so competent?
Yep.
That's awesome.
So the ATST's there. The stats have gone, as I say. A couple of units have gone. We've lost the unit with the medical droid. We've lost the vanilla unit from this side. Bossk is coming round. Combined between him and the unit next to him, they wiped out a unit of B1s on the far flank.
Mm-hmm.
We decided to stop piling everything into the B2s because they were just shrugging everything off. So they were ionized last turn, so it stopped them moving at least. So yeah, the forces of the Separatists are clustered around Grievous. There's 2 units of B1s and a B2 and a tank left. And the Empire are trying to go for the flanks. So one thing's going up the middle and poor Veers, his meat shield is gone. He's just standing like a lost pussycat in the middle of the barren wastes. So we're going to go to the action, the draw phase or whatever it's called, the command phase. And we'll see what happens. I think I've already decided these E-webs are not going to make it. So instead they're going to have to set up a firing line and try and stop the enemy getting across. There's only 3 more turns. I just don't think that they can get across the board.
You do still have more units than me, and this is problematic. I'm going to run out of units.
This is good. This is good. So, what have we gone with?
Crush them!
Crush them. I've gone with pinned down. So what does yours do?
So, it's General Grievous and 2 units I pick. When General Grievous issues an order to a unit, that unit gains a surge token for each defeated enemy unit. So
Okay.
basically 2 bonus surge tokens on the units that get ordered.
Mm-hmm. So mine is for 2 support or heavy units. After a friendly support or heavy unit performs an attack against a unit with a facial order token, I shuffle it back into the order pool. But it's not really going to help me, I don't think, because you've got so few you can
Everything
tailor
is
it.
going to have a face-up order token in this round.
Yeah, so I can at best make it a 50-50 as to whether or not you pull what you want on turn 1. But I'm going with it. It's 2 pips, so I'm going to give it to 2 units, the orders.
2 support or heavy units.
So I'm going to go 1 on the ATST, and I'm going to go with 1 on. Well, it's going to have to be one of the E-webs.
I have surge tokens coming out of my eyeballs on this turn. Which E-web?
I'm going to put it on this way.
Cool.
I think.
It's not cycled out. B2, oh, that's cycled out. We forgot because they didn't use that this turn.
Yeah, well, I'll put it on. And then I'll shuffle the rest of the pack.
Cool.
I'm not the best at knowing how these work. There's probably strategies that have been honed by people over the years.
Yeah. So, Grievous Orders issues an order himself. He gets 2 surge tokens.
Nice.
He issues an order to the tank, which gets an aim and 2 surge tokens.
That's not nice.
Isn't it just? Which then coordinates this unit of B1s. And then he issues an order to this unit of B1s, who gets 2 surge tokens, who then coordinate the B2s.
Excellent. Right then, let's see what happens. Right, so the end of turn 3, and Grievous has marched up the middle and destroyed one unit. Bossk has made a run for it, as has Veers. The unit of snowtroopers has moved around as well and thrown its grenades into the unit of B2s, who are down to 2. Most of the fire went into that unit of B1s at the back, that's down to 3. Grievous and the tank are still on full health, are they?
Yep, both still on full health.
Yeah, it's looking like in the last 2 turns, at least Grievous is going to make it. Maybe the tank, although he just reversed to try and kill the ATST. That is damaged. Its main weapon is now on half strength. But yeah, that could have been folly. I don't know.
I think it was now.
We're now at the stage where the Empire are going to be running for that breach in the wall at the back, trying to get through there. I'm going to have a look at my hand, but they're going to be trying to get out of the way. Bossk took 2 wounds, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he's going to try and regen them. Here we go. Here's the... Oh, he gets one back. Look at that. Boom. Bossk's going to do bad things to you. Right then.
Grievous is going to do worse things to you.
Grievous is going to rip a hole. He's going to do... I know what he does. He's trained in my Jedi ways. And he's going to jump over and hit all 3 of those units. I've seen it before in every game we've played. Right. So it is going to be the one, isn't it?
Trained in your arts.
And it's a 1 pip.
And it's a 1 pip.
So, for the benefit of the people who don't know what it is, he gets to basically go over and attack everything in a range, doesn't he? And do bad things.
Yeah, you get to bonus attack at the end of his activation. Anything that's in either in melee or at range 1 of him.
Yeah. So he does loads of stuff. And I've conveniently grouped all my guys in a bunch.
You've been incredibly accommodating.
I have, yeah. You must have been very happy when I decided to send Veers that way instead of the other way.
Yep.
And Veers, maybe ridiculously, has gone with Imperial Discipline. So it's 3 pips. I pick Veers and 2 units, and when a friendly unit's issued an order, it recovers. So he's going to do it himself and those 2 next to him. No.
Well, doing it to them will be handy because it'll get their ion weapon.
I'll definitely do it them. However, I have a long-range comlink. Although I think they're probably still in range anyway. So I think I will...
Well, cover's not going to do anything else for anyone.
No, so I might as well put it on this.
Yeah.
Although if I put it on Bossk, if you don't kill Bossk, you can then run through the door and get... Yeah, I'm going to put it on them too.
Okay.
Because then Bossk can be activated first and run through if Grievous doesn't kill him.
I don't think Grievous is going to kill him.
He may do though.
He might.
It'd be good if he does.
It'd be great if he does.
It'll look good. So, Bossk, Troopers, Veers, and then the E-Web and the 2, and the ATST going into my stack.
So, Grievous gets a surge token from aggressive tactics. Everything else goes into stack.
Nice. Don't matter. You don't care. Right, let's see. Let's see what happens. You get to go first. We're going into turn 4. Oh, but Veers going Grievous going in that direction.
I know.
Is pretty good for me, actually.
Exactly. That's why I wanted you to run Veers backwards.
So it's far thinner on the ground, the troops. The two E-webs, one of them, I don't know how it's happened, but one of them remains on one wound after the tank fired into it. Oh yeah, you get to move the tank, don't you, after you shot?
Yeah.
So you might as well move that. The Bossk has run through the breach. He's into the enemy fortress and into the enemy deployment zone. Grievous went in. He did lots of damage. Veers is on a wound. Veers and the snowtroopers have disengaged. They've withdrawn. The B2s are making a run for it. There's only one turn left, though. I don't think they're going to make it because it's a difficult terrain. So at the moment, Bossk is... There he is. He's hiding round there. But these B1s have gone in to try and get him. Bosk's taken 3, so at the moment he's enraged. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. It's looking quite nice. I'm happier now than I was 2 turns ago or whatever. And we've got 3 cards left, so here we go. These are the cards we've got. So, do we want him to go wild? I don't think we do at the moment. I think this is more important. So we're going to go with that one. I think that's good. I don't know. This is like my 3rd, 4th game ever or something. So, what have you gone with, sir?
Supreme Commander.
What does it do?
I picked 2 troopers. Grievous gets a surge token for each other friendly trooper unit at range 1. And while another friendly unit has a trooper unit has a face-up order, it gains Guardian 2 and can use Guardian during a melee attack.
Okay, so that'll be your B1s then.
It'll be the B2s.
The B2s, sorry.
No,
Yeah.
B2s. The B2s and the B1s are getting order tokens.
And I get Ambush, so
So
a
you
well-placed
get-
unit with the element of surprise on its side. So I'm going to... So it's whether or not... He's so good, Grievous, but I think I'm going to have to try and do him some damage. So I'm going to give my order... maybe I should give it to Bossk, but I'm not going to. I'm going to give it to the remaining unit. They're going to ambush, and they're going to try and do something nasty to Big G-Man. I can't ionize him either, though, can I?
And
That's not
he's
a
not a
thing.
droid.
Okay. Right then.
He's nearly one, but not quite.
Not quite. Right then. I'm going to shuffle my deck. And we'll see what happens. So, it's over. There's an injured E-web over here. The tank's taken a fair bit, actually.
It's taken 3.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, it's taken 3.
Well, the E-webs...
Grievous is unharmed.
Yeah, it was good. Grievous is unharmed. He's just killed Veers. He's about to... If it went on for another 2 turns, he'd kill that unit, and then I'm sure he'd hunt out Bossk. But
Bossk
Bossk...
never catch Bossk now.
Bossk is the only guy in the opponent's deployment zone. He's started hand-to-hand combat with the B1s. There's only one left. But at the end of the turn 5, he scores a victory point.
Yep.
And it's 1-0. It was close. What did you think about the bigger table, I suppose, first?
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matt, if we'd been playing in a more conventional, rather than short table, if we'd been playing long table edges, I'd have probably found order ranges and coordination to be a bit more problematic. But
I really like it that you have the AI.
yeah,
It's quite nice, and I think that point actually might have swung it for me was when I did you, and I didn't quite realise how beneficial it was going to be when I had you shuffle those things back into the deck.
Yeah.
Because it meant that you couldn't double move.
It meant I couldn't remove suppression. I couldn't double move.
And you had to shoot, which meant that the units that were furthest forward, in effect, had to make a shoot action.
Yeah.
Rather than rush towards my board edge. So I think at that point, you just had to try and deny me.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was good. I like mine. I think I need to know a bit better how Bossk works. He seems good. I think you only having Grievous as a character meant that I wasn't likely to get that bounty token, to be fair.
Yeah.
But if you get Cad Bane, we can both go for it.
I think I'd rather get Maul, but
Yeah, Maul is better.
Maul's better.
So what's your man of the match? Did you like the stats?
The stats are awesome.
They were. They
They're
did
gonna
some
see the table
damage.
again.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed it. I think it was good. I did like it. I think going down the table, it was challenging because I'm so slow. But I am also very resilient.
Yeah.
So that made a big difference, I think.
Droids aren't resilient. Even the B2s with their armor, it's still only quite defense dice.
Yeah. No, I think it was good though. It'll be good next time if we get across the table. But as you say, I think then having long range comms and things like that will be a lot more important, because if you're having something far out on a flank, it's a long way away from your general.
Yeah, I might consider putting an HQ uplink on one of the droids then.
Well, we've probably got enough fortress to fill most of this table with a castle of some kind. We'll maybe do that next time. We'll see what's what. I'll probably stick with this list, like the Hoth list, for another couple of games. I have got plenty more Empire, and I've got Rebels to build up. But yeah, that's that. So I'm not sure how it'll have worked. Normally with the Sigmar, there's a bit more breaking down during the turns, so there's a lot less in the way of time lapse. But hopefully it's worth watching. Put comments, let us know how you want to see it. And yeah, we'll hopefully do another one if people want us to.